Welcome back to the Gun Dungeon, guys. Today, by popular request, we're going to be taking a look at this Ruger Ranch 7.62 by 39. This is the Ruger American line, and this is not how this rifle comes. This is how I have it set up. And full disclosure, I know there's already been comments in a video where this got requested review about how the way that it's set up, it's not necessarily handy. It has a big scope and the 20 round mag was in it. But this isn't necessarily a big scope. This is a standard 3 to 9 by 40 Nikon Buckmaster. It just has this sunshade on it. That really doesn't add any weight or anything to it. I mean, a little bit, but not much. It's super light. Bipod, that's just my preference. I like shooting this thing at paper, so I like having a bipod on it. If I were going to put this into any sort of a role other than shooting paper, I probably wouldn't have a bipod on it. It's not necessarily a long range gun. And the magazine, that's one of the perks of this rifle, is it does take the standard 5 round mag that it comes with, or you can get the mini 30 mags. I think this is a 20 rounder. Yeah, and it will accept those as well. That's just a cool feature. I mean, you don't have to run it that way. You can run this thing stripped down with a little micro red dot and this 5 round mag, and that would be extremely handy. So, you know, in terms of handy, it's handy and it's modular, it's versatile. You can do different things with it, whatever floats your boat. That's one of the cool things about this rifle. You do have plenty of options. So we'll just kind of start talking about this rifle a little bit. It comes factory threaded from the factory. The barrel is threaded. Boy, I fouled that all up. But it's got a standard thread protector on it there. I don't think I've put anything on this rifle as far as a can goes. One thing I'll point out, since we're kind of going this way, is this, and the whole American line is kind of notorious for it. This stock is kind of flimsy. I can push it around with my thumb. So that's another reason why I kind of like the bipod, is it allows me to be more consistent. Whereas if I were laying on a bag, if I kind of push one way or the other, it's going to torque that stock, and that stock's easy to move. If I were going to change anything about the factory configuration, I would probably change the stock, and I very well may do that. I've actually looked at a couple Boyd stock options, but I just haven't got around to it yet. So, but yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of bling or anything on this sucker. Standard American line. Now, it does have the bolt stop with the magazine in. When the magazine is empty, your bolt will not work forward. You take the mag out and it'll work fine. Same with this Ruger Mini Mag. You can see it stops it from going forward. So that's kind of a cool feature. Like if you like the old military surplus stuff, a lot of those bolt actions had that same feature. Like I said, I'm just running a standard 3 by 9 Nikon on here. It does what I want it to do. You can put whatever you want to on it. You can put red dot, 4 power. You can do a 2 to 7. I mean, you can do whatever you wanted to with it. So in the stock, here's one of the complaints that I have with all of the Ruger American lines, is right here in the stock for my big hands, that's really, really narrow. And I got to kind of pull my hand back some to get a good angle on that trigger. So just keep that in mind if you got big hands. Again, the stock's about the only thing that I can complain about with this rifle. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do something a little different. I'm not normally a let's shoot for groups guy, but I'm going to take some of this Tula Full Metal Jacket stuff. We'll shoot a group with that. Then I'm going to shoot, now I don't know if I'm going to be saying this in order or not, but I'm going to shoot some of this Hornady SST steel case stuff. It is steel case, but it is the Hornady SST bullet. Then I'm going to go to the hand loads, and we'll shoot these Nosler Varmageddons. All these rounds were in the gel test video, so you get the luxury of seeing how they shoot plus gel. I'll put a link to that up here. Then we're going to shoot the 123 grain Gold Dot, another hand load. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to put a paper target up at 100 yards. I'll get a camera up there. Hopefully you'll be able to see the impacts. I should have bought some shooting C's, but that would have been the smart thing to do. And I can't set the bar that high. You all start expecting me to do smart stuff, and I just can't have that. So I'm gonna set a paper target up there. I'll get back at the 100-yard mark and we'll get a camera up there, camera over there, and see how these rounds shoot out of this little 16-inch barrel. All right, so set up here, the 100-yard range. I'm just gonna shoot a couple, probably 5-shot groups with one 5-shot group with each one of these ammunition. So okay guys, so here's our target. Here's the tape measure. Feel free to freeze frame, take a look at these groups if you want to. I've already measured each one. I'm not going to try to do it on camera because it's hard to do. Our worst group was with the tool steel case, and it was right here. This came in right at 1.5 inches. Still, that's not bad for that cheap stuff. This was the SST. This came in at 1.25 inches. This was our gold dot. This group, now I didn't count this flyer in this because like I said, I knew that was me. This is 5 shots though. And this group came in right at 1 inch, dead on. And our best group, there's a stink bug. Our best group was the Nozzler of Armageddon, and that is a 3/4 inch group. So you're talking MOA, sub MOA, 1.5 inches, barely over MOA, from a 16-inch barreled 7.62 by 39 bolt action rifle that you can pick up for around $400. Factory configuration shot just like that. That's pretty impressive. So this is kind of what I tell everybody when I bring up the ranch rifle, and I say it's one of the funnest rifles that I own, is because I can take cheap ammo and I can go out and shoot groups like this all day long. Which, granted, that's not sniper accuracy, but you can have a lot of fun with this thing shooting groups like that. Accurate rifles are fun. Then I can take the hand loads, which these loads, like I said, are meant for terminal performance. If I actually done load development for precision for that rifle with this round, this bullet, I could tighten that up even more than that. So keep that in mind as well. That's phenomenal performance, in my opinion, from a rifle that has the features that thing does. It's light, it's very, very compact. You can use the factory 5-round mags, you can use mini 30 mags. I mean, it's just, to me, it shoots a great round, it shoots a cheap round, it shoots a fun round you can clearly do things with. I mean, you're cutting 4 bullet holes, touch it. There's a lot of bolt action rifles won't do that. A lot of higher price bolt action rifles won't do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, guys, stay tuned.